Hey guys, welcome back to another Deep Beauty video. I had a viewer that had written in about the struggles of dealing with what other people think. You know, coming from a community where people are a little bit more involved in each other's business and people are really vocal about their opinions of what other people are doing, it can be a little bit hard to just sort of navigate through the world and through your life and through your day without having all these people's opinions on what you do with yourself and what you do with your life. You know, our parents can have opinions on what we should be doing with our lives. Our grandparents can have opinions, our aunts, our uncles, people that we don't even know can kind of infiltrate in our minds and kind of influence what it is that we should be doing versus what it is that we really want to be doing. And I'm not going to say that this advice is coming from a bad place. It's not at all coming from a bad place. Most of the time, if it's your family, if it's your parents, if it's your aunt or uncle, it's coming from a really good, loving place, and you have to recognize that first. It's not coming from a bad place. They don't want to repress you. They don't want to hold you down. They want to make sure that you are going to be as successful as possible. They just want you to sort of flourish in this world. And if you think about like every species, that's what all species really want to do. On the basic level is survival. If you've seen that film with the penguins, you know, I forget what it's called, but the penguins, you know, they struggle to have this baby in the first place, and then they got to feed the baby and they got to keep the baby alive, and they just want the baby to survive. So when you think about it that way, every single species on this planet just wants the next generation to survive and to flourish. So that's where it's all coming from. You know, if they want you to go to school and study a certain thing or go get this certain job, it's all so that you can be successful in life, so that you can not struggle, so that you can have, you know, plenty of money in the bank, a roof over your head, a loving partner beside you, and children of your own. That's all they want for you. The struggle comes in when that's not the vision that you have for your life. When it's not exactly their path that you want to follow, but that you want to be successful in your own way and on your own terms, and you want to live and be happy on your own vision for yourself. What I have to say to that is, in my own personal experience, you know, I had a lot of people telling me kind of like what I should be doing, and I did listen to that for a very long time, but for myself, I wanted other things, and I think that it was just always there. And when it's always sort of in the background, you can't 120% put yourself into another path, if that makes any sense. At some point, I had to be like, look, you know what, this is what I'm gonna do. And it took time and it took a lot of effort and work on my part to prove myself, to show people that, you know what, I know what I want to do with my life. But eventually, when the people around you kind of see like what you've done with it, especially if you work really, really hard and you put your all into what your path is, eventually, you know, the success will come around, and then people will see that and they will come around. So just try to stay focused is what I would say. Is if you're going to go against what other people want for you, I would say, first of all, put 120% into what you want to do. 120%. If you're not going to put 120% into it, then don't be surprised when people don't come around eventually. Put 120% your all into what you want to do with your life. Prove it to yourself, and in doing so, you'll be proving it to everybody else, and everybody else will eventually come around. So that's the advice I have to say for when it comes to your career. Now, when it comes to actually living your life, whether you are 40 and single and never been married and not feeling the rush to do so, or you're 30 and miserable and married and don't want to be with this person anymore, or whatever it is that you're dealing with in your personal life, your life is your own. Nobody lives in your day-to-day life except for you. That's it. So nobody else really gets to call the shots on how happy you are and how unhappy you have to stay. Just basically at the end of the day, all it comes down to is being the best human being that you can possibly be and being happy. Because being the best person that you can be is going to be what makes you happy in the end. So just, you know, be good to others. Make your life one that you've always dreamt for it to be. Do the business that you've always wanted to do. Join the groups and do the hobbies and the interests that you've always wanted to do. Travel if you want to travel. Make yourself happy, but also make sure that you're really good to other people And you know what? All those other things and other people's voices and other people's opinions are just gonna automatically fall to the wayside, and it won't even affect you anymore. Because at the end of the day, like I said, nobody lives in your day-to-day life except for you, so nobody really gets to call the shots except for you. So I hope this helps. This might be a little bit of a controversial video. I've never really bought into doing what other people want me to do, but I try to be really good to people. So I hope this helped you guys. And if you guys have any other questions that you want me to cover in future Deep Beauty videos, make sure you just let me know in the comments below. Give me a thumbs up if you like this video, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you guys next week with another video.